Okay, well, welcome everyone to our Plant Strong Monday night team call. I am super excited tonight because we have a very special guest with us. It's one of my longtime Juice Plus friends and business mentors, and his name is Michael Hecht. Wave at everyone.
Hi.
He's a regional director at corporate in Memphis. Michael is born and raised in Memphis, and he has a bachelor's in econ from the University of Tennessee. So he's Tennessee, tried and proven. He's married to his wife, Sylvia. They have 4 boys. It's a rowdy group at your house.
It is often.
4 boys. He worked in the medical device industry for 25 years before transitioning to Juice Plus. And it's funny because Michael and I both joined Juice Plus around the same time. He joined, I guess he's been with Juice Plus for 8 years, and that's how long I've been with the company. So I thought that was a pretty cool, fun fact.
Yeah.
And he's in his soccer coach uniform because he coaches competitive soccer and teaches a master's swim class, which is pretty cool. He's an ex-soccer player, marathoner, tennis player, and triathlete. So this guy has a lot of stuff going on, a lot of experience, and all aspects of life: parenting, athletics, business. And so we are very honored to have him tonight. He has been my business director throughout my time with the Juice Plus company. And so I asked him, he was like, what can I do for your team? And I knew that he was going to be transitioning to the East Coast. And so I just said, we want to have you on to share about building a solid paycheck. And corporate has our back. We have an amazing company, and they do everything they can to support us and help us move towards our goals, and everything from one-on-one coaching to visiting and doing events with us to doing calls like this. So Michael, we're super excited to hear from you tonight, and would love for you to talk to us about how to build a solid paycheck. What are the keys to making sure that we're building something that is stable, something that is growing, something that's going to give us a good return on our effort? Because of course we all are in this because we love people and we want to help them and we want to make everyone healthier. But at the end of the day, we also want a great paycheck too. And this is a business where you can have both. So we'd love for you to share on that.
Well, good. Well, thanks for the introduction. It's always been a pleasure, Michelle, to work with you for 8 years. And I think I have learned as much from you as you have learned from me. So it works both ways here. And I learned so much from the field. And I love these calls because, again, it's an opportunity for me to meet a lot of people and to learn a lot of myself. So thank you for having me. Thank you for everyone on the call tonight for taking time out to get a better understanding of just what we do and how Juice Plus, the product and the business, can enhance your life. So with that, we're going to talk about building a strong paycheck. And you can make this business very complex, okay? However, you can make it simple. And I want to go through lots of things, and I may ask a few questions here and there, but I'm going to keep this very, very simple. There's really one goal to build a strong, stable, healthy business. There's one goal. There's 2 parts to that one goal, but there's one goal, and I always call it goal 1A and 1B because, again, it's not goal 1, you complete it and then move to goal 2. You have one goal, and you're doing 2 parts at the same time. Goal 1A is to get customer qualified. That means 25 to 30 trio customers on installment. That's so very important to understand. It's on installment. If you sell a tower garden, fantastic. Celebrate it. If you sell a paid in full order, awesome. Celebrate that. But you're working towards that 25 to 30 trio customers on installment. That's your base. That's your foundation. That's what creates a stable business. Okay? It doesn't happen in a day. It doesn't happen in a week. It doesn't happen typically in a month. It takes several months. So you're working towards that. Goal 1B, you're doing at the same time, is you're bringing in some friends, some people that want to join you in this mission to work the business. You do that. You teach those friends goal 1A and 1B. They duplicate that. They teach their friends goal 1A and 1B, and they duplicate that, and they teach their friends. When you can do that, everything else happens. All the titles happen. All your paycheck grows and grows and grows. The clubs happen. Everything that you've probably heard about this business happens. Again, it's goal 1A and goal 1B. Get customer qualified, bring in friends, teach them to get customer qualified, tell them to bring in friends, and repeat, repeat, repeat. Okay? So that's as simple as you can make this business. Now, it starts getting complicated when you talk about titles and clubs and all that stuff. And those are all components of this business. So those are important. Don't get me wrong. Those are important. Just remember, if you ever get confused, if you're ever not sure what to do, if you're ever not sure how to coach, get customer qualified, bring in frontline. Never stop bringing in frontline. Okay? All right, so here's a question for you guys. All right, so I said to get customer qualified, that's 25 to 30 trio customers on installment. Will anybody volunteer to answer this? Can you get too many customers?
What's the question again? It got loud for a second. Oh, you're muted now. There you go.
Am I unmuted now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, can you get too many customers?
Is it a trick question?
No. Anybody want to answer that?
I say no.
You say no. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I think yes.
You think yes. Anybody else?
I think yes as well.
You think yes as well. Okay. All right. So who said no?
Sharon.
Sharon? Okay. So Sharon, answer why can you not get too many customers? Why? So.
What was that? I'm sorry, you broke up.
Why can you not have enough customers? Why was your answer no?
Because the more customers you have, the more chance you get of building your team from the raving fans.
Good. Okay. All right, Michelle, why'd you say you can get too many customers?
Because if you're focused on just getting so many customers, and I've done this in the past, you have too many that you can't take good care of them, and they start falling off, and it can degrade your business because you're not able to spend time recruiting when you're trying to take care of hundreds of customers, and you kind of start failing at both.
Right. So you both are right. Okay. So you can get too many customers. Okay. However, as long as you're doing what Sharon's talking about, you're converting customers into team members, then that's okay. Okay. But to Michelle's point, you can get so bogged down with customers, you don't have time to do anything else but customer care. And whenever that happens, your paycheck will flatten out. It will stagnate. It won't grow. Because for every new customer that you get, you're going to lose a customer because you can't take care of them. Okay? So I hear Jay say all the time from the main stage, you're better off having 20 good customers. You're better off having 20 good customers than 200 customers that you can't take care of. Okay? So the point is, you want to get customer qualified. Okay? And that's 25 to 30 trio customers on installment. Most people statistically, I'm talking statistics here, most people, when you get to about 40 contact points, okay, that means if I am buying 3 different products from you that looks like 3 customers, that I'm 3 customers, I'm only 1 contact point. So when you get to about 40 contact points, that's about as many as most people can handle. Okay? So you get up 70, 80, 90, 100, and you're getting bogged down. Okay? your job is to convert those raving fan customers into team members. All right? So as much as I emphasize getting customer qualified, because you do and you want to teach it, but you also want to be cognizant not to get so many customers it bogs you down. I hope that makes sense. Okay? All right, so let's say you're at VF. Okay? What is your next goal?
1A and 1B.
1A, you're a quick learner. I like you. Good job, Casey. Through the compensation plan, what is your next goal?
Sales coordinator.
Sales coordinator.
Sales coordinator. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Your next goal actually is to get PB qualified. Okay. So you go VF, then you go PB qualified, and then you go where? After you get PB qualified, what's your next goal? Is sales coordinator. Okay. And then when you get to sales coordinator, what's your next goal? Anybody?
Bonus.
Yes. POB qualified. Okay. All right. We at corporate, to let you in on a little inside information, talk about strength of legs. We look at a strong leg is defined basically as a leg in POB. Okay. And actually a really strong leg is a POB with a POB under it. All right. So VF to PB qualified to SC to POB qualified, then to SSC. Okay? But again, if you do goal 1A and 1B, that will naturally happen. Okay? All right. So I'm going to ask you another question here. Would you rather be a 39 club making $3,200 a month, or a 12 club making $5,000 a month?
No brainer.
Is that a trick question?
5,000.
Do what? 5,000?
Absolutely.
12 club at 5,000 over 39 at 3,200. Does everybody agree to that?
Yep.
Yes.
Do you know that's a real scenario?
Yeah.
How is that?
Because people that are qualifying off of their team and not off of their own customer bases.
Right. Correct. So I'm going to try to get you to mentally picture this. Okay. It's maybe a little difficult. You may have to kind of write it out. But if I am just qualified off my team, meaning, let's say my orders, I get 500 points, and I have 2 dealers under me, okay? And they're at 250 points. That's 1,000. 250 plus 250 plus my 500 is 1,000. So I have a qualified business. So if I have 500 points and I have a dealer here and a dealer there, and each has 250, I may have a few customers. They have a couple customers each. We might total out 8, 9 customers, okay? However, if Casey does 1A, 1B, and she is customer qualified, and she has 2 people under her, just like me, but she has 2 people under her, and they're working towards getting customer qualified, she could have triple, quadruple the number of customers that I have. We're both qualified businesses, right? But she has triple the customers, so she has triple, quadruple the number or the volume, and you get paid on volume. Okay? So does that make sense? So the more qualifiers that you can have that are customer qualified, it builds their paychecks. And by doing that, by serving them and building their paycheck, you've built your paycheck. Okay? So that's how you can have 39 qualifiers that are all qualified through team and only make $3,200, and 12 qualifiers, and some of them are customer qualified that creates volume to make $5,000. Okay. Does that make sense? Yes? No? Did I lose everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. So again, it's a balance of everything. Okay. It's a balance. You want to get clubs, right? You want to get people customer qualified. You want to build frontline. You want to get clubs. Okay. You want to do all that. That's how you build a healthy, strong, stable business. Also, I said earlier, build frontline, build frontline, build frontline. Okay. You want to do that from day one. Build frontline. It makes it easier in the long run to get to SC and SSC and Q and NMD and beyond if you build wide from the get-go. Okay. Also, Michelle, you have a question?
Yeah, I just wanted you to explain frontline to there might be some brand new people on here.
Good. All right. So if Michelle is in the business and she talks to me and she convinces me that Juice Plus is the greatest thing since sliced bread in the business, is something that I've just got to do, that I have a need that the business can meet, and I say, hey man, that's great. I want to sign up, and she signs me up. I am frontline to her. Okay. If I sign somebody up, that person is not frontline to Michelle. That person is now frontline to me. So if Michelle signs me up, I'm frontline to her. If she signs up Sally Sue is also frontline to her. If she signs up Billy Bob is also frontline to her. So now she has 3 frontline. Okay? All right, makes sense. So you want to sign up frontline because frontline, okay, it builds that stable business because people come and people go and people come back. Okay, so I could be going like crazy, all right, and doing great, and she could have 3 or 4 people also frontline to her, but she's putting all of her eggs in my basket because I'm doing great, and then I decide I'm going to go down to Key West, just hang out and fish all day and not do the business anymore. Her business dries up overnight. But if I'm doing great, but she also has 3 people front line and they're doing, I'm just going to say they're doing okay. If I happen to go away, her business is not sunk overnight because she's put eggs in other baskets. And that's why our compensation plan for you to move through it, you have to have so many frontline people qualified before you can move to the next level. It's really to protect you. Okay, it's not anything more than to protect you. So if a line goes away, you have protection with other lines. So the point is, build front line, build front line, build front line. Get customer qualified, build front line, and teach them to do the same. Okay? All right? And that's how you have a strong, healthy, stable business. You do not want to get what we call one-legged, where 80% of your volume is coming from one leg. Okay? You want to have a balanced business. Okay? All right. Did I emphasize customer qualified, building front line enough?
Yes.
All right. Michelle, anything that you want me to kind of focus on or talk about, or something I may not have hit that you want me to explain better?
So, of course, as people are building frontline, can you just talk about maybe like some of the expected, like when we're building these customer qualified legs, the qualified VFs, customer qualified under us, if we are maybe a 3 club, a 12 club, a 24 club, can you kind of give us a parameter of what that looks like financially from, an average?
Yeah, that is hard to do. I know in the past we used to, and I think in the future moving forward, we're going to make another attempt at that. Okay, I hesitate to answer that because again, to say, to say a 12 club is kind of this, and 24 is this, 39. Again, you can have a 39 club member that's making $32 a month, or a 39 club that's making over 100,000 a year, over $10,000 a month. Okay.
Yeah.
It can be all over the board. Really, it's how you go about building it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you build it with customer qualified clubs, their paycheck is going to be stronger at 12 club
Yeah.
than somebody at 39 that doesn't have customer qualified business. Does that
Yeah.
make- Okay.
Yeah. I get that. And, you know, I just want to echo, I'm on an NMD chat with some other amazing gals that are in the business, and we're in all different states and we're at all different levels. There's everything from 24 club to 75 club members in this chat. And we were just talking today about exactly what you are talking about how even we need to frontline people. We need to bring on people direct to us. Number one, to be an example for our teams. But number two, because that's how we continue to grow, and we're passionate. We want to help more people, and that's how our paycheck is going to grow. You know, it's not just keeping, you know, focusing on management mode. And I think that's what people can do. Whether you're a VF or an NMD, you can get into management mode. So I didn't know if you have any wisdom on that.
Yeah, I kind of a rule of thumb. It's the 80-20 rule. Okay, it doesn't matter who you are, okay? It doesn't matter if you're brand new, okay, or if you're an NMD. If you want your business to grow, okay, 80% of your time is spent on building your team, building new front line. 20% of that time is spent on managing your current team, okay? So a lot of times it's easy to get that reverse, especially as your team gets bigger. It's easy to get that reverse where you're spending 80% of your time on your current team and 20% on trying to build a new team, because, you know, it's easy. It's easier to work with your current team, but your current team isn't going to they got you where you are. It doesn't matter if you're a VF or an NMD. Your current team got you there. They can't, you know, just by the laws of nature, they can't get you to the next level. You've got to bring in new people to get you to the next level, okay? So be an example for your team by bringing in new people. It doesn't matter if you're a 100 club NMD. If you want that to be duplicated, you bring in new people, and your team will bring in new people. If you get stagnant, your team will get stagnant, okay? So some of it is just teaching and duplication, okay? All right?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember one time I was an NMD, I think at this point, but you were telling me like my goal should be to promote a sales coordinator from conference to conference, you know, and so it's not just get your 5 for NMD and then you're done. It's continue to grow, continue to share the message and help more people.
Right.
And if you help enough people get what they want, then you will get what you want. That's what Kurt always says.
Yep, and it's really, you know, if you're going to be a true leader, okay, leaders serve. Okay, that's my definition of a true leader. True leader serves their people. And if you want to be a leader, you serve your people. You meet not their wants, but you help them meet their needs. You meet their needs. Find out what their needs are and serve them to help them meet their needs. Okay? And then that's how you become a leader, that's how you grow a team, and that's how you grow a healthy, strong business and grow that paycheck.
Absolutely. Well, I want to just take a few minutes and see if anyone on our team has questions for you, if that's okay.
Okay.
So if you guys have a question, unmute yourself, and love to hear.
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay.
This is Jenny Cajotas. So I know the importance of qualifying my business. It's, you know, a main part of my paycheck now, which is amazing, but really trying to show brand new teammates that when, you know, that 5% bonus may not be that large for them. Do you have any good suggestions or wording about, it's just something I'm always trying to work on, is really showing my team, especially people who are new, the importance of doing that.
Yeah. So for new people, I think that struggle with understanding, it's what is their why, okay? I think you have to get an understanding of that big picture, help them have the vision of the big picture, of the long-term goal, because that's where that 5% becomes important. It might, obviously, when you're brand new, you don't have anybody under you that the 5% is going to make a difference, okay? However, as that team grows, that 5% becomes huge. It becomes so much bigger as that team grows. In fact, all your big NMDs, all of their money comes through that 5%. It comes through their 5th generation, that 5%, okay? So, again, new person, hey, new person, why are you getting into this business? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Get them to think like that. Where would you like, if you could paint your perfect picture of your life in 5 years, what would it look like? Okay? And get them thinking in 5 years. And then bring them back to today. Okay, this is where you want to be in 5 years. Work back your way back from 5 years to 12 months. Where do you want to be? Okay, so today, this is where we are. All right, and we can get you there in 12 months. And we can get you there to that vision in 5 years. These are the steps. Okay, and that's where I think they have to see that to understand why it's important to get qualified.
And I would love to just echo kind of what you said. I just came off of Branson Boot Camp, and one of my biggest conversations was this conversation with some new teammates of understanding why qualifying is so important. And some of them didn't have like the vision in the beginning of why it was. But one thing that Michelle has taught me and Kurt has taught me is that qualifying your business equals a paycheck. So for me, like if you want a specific paycheck and really getting clear of what they want, like 24 Trio customers as a VF is, $350 residual paycheck basically every single month. And that for me was huge because Michael said, like the 5% isn't a lot now, like it is for me now, but it wasn't for me 7 years ago. So that got my mind like saying like, okay, I would need to build a customer base because I wanted that paycheck so badly.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. So hopefully that answered your question. Thank you, Casey, for filling that in. Appreciate it.
All right. Anyone else have a burning question before we end our time? Don't be shy. He's really nice.
Don't get paid by questions.
I know. All right. Well, we are so grateful, Michael, for you being a part of our team and for helping us get to where we are today. Obviously, you have been made a big impact on me, and that has made a big impact on our team. And so we're really grateful, and I'm sad to hear that you're moving on, and but I know we're in good hands. You're moving to a different direction.
Y'all gonna love Steve. He's gonna do a great job for you guys. He really will.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Well, we're grateful for you. I'm going to unmute everyone so that they can say thank you. And we just appreciate your wisdom and everything you had to offer us tonight. So
thanks for everything y'all do. I do appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm unmuting you guys so you can say thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Have a good night. All right. Bye.
Bye.